can you go somewhere you can afford on a pension?
I don't care. If you're not out of here by 6 o'clock tonight, I'll get the police.
Then you won't be surprised to hear that they've kidnapped Lynn Warner.
What? They want to split us up.
Why?
Because we're not married.
And if she don't tell us where the money is, it'll be too bad for you no matter what you know.
I won't leave you, dear.
You're a good woman, Edie. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Hurry! 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 Oh! Oh! Hurry!
Hello then and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Prisoner Cell Block H episode 44. Now, Lynn has been taken, mistaken, thinking she's Money. Could you get any different from Money? But they weren't to know. It was quite a stroke of luck that Money was held up in the prison. Not for Lynn, obviously. But it was quite a bit of luck that Money was. Because, well, for them actually. Because she'd have flattened each and every one of them. I mean, she'd have probably been back on a double murder charge, if not triple, with a lady there as well. Now, I've got to apologise, the bin men still haven't been, so if I go quiet and go like that, that means the bin men's here. They're late today, so I do apologise if they do. The next people to go should be, well, the next person should be Cannon. She must only have a few months left of her sentence, maybe 6 tops. But mind you, she'll get parole out of that 12 months, so I'm going to guess she's only got maybe 10, 15 episodes left. She hasn't got Steve anymore. Steve's peeing off with that other lady, that posh lady. So Kevin's going to be heartbroken there, bless her. But yes, I am enjoying it, and if you are too and you have subscribed and followed to me so far, thank you ever so much, I really do appreciate it. You're helping me out, you're helping my channel out, you're helping my mental health out, you honestly are. And to my Patreon members will get exclusive shows which will be up on the screen right now, because every time I try to say them, I completely forget what they are. So, they're up on the screen. These are shows that cannot get on YouTube or Dailymotion. 8 per month right now, going up to 12 per month later this year. And also ad-free and uncensored early access to my shows as well, dependent on tier. So no bleeps, no blurs. You can hear the slurs that Money was saying. You can see the picture in Jean Vernon's office. But I am still trying to catch up to get Prisoner in front with the early access. It's not quite there yet. But yes, it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get on with the video. Poor Lynn, all she wanted to do was go home, bless her.
What do you reckon? It's 2 o'clock on the nose. That'll be Ferguson.
She'll be easy to crack.
You know, I'd have had a bigger smile on my face walking out of those gates, and I've still got no sympathy for her after what she did.
Vera, let's take it from the top. What's this 20?
You can read. We had to replace an iron.
That iron wasn't worth 5 bob.
You can argue all you like, Ferguson, but that's all you're getting and more than you deserve.
Well, she couldn't see it from the gates, as I said. Is she going to end up killing one of these and she ends up inside for it a 3rd time? You know, it would have only been the 2nd time that was her fault.
Hurry up, Ferguson. Anybody think you didn't want to get out of here?
Yeah, well, I'm still trying to figure out how much you lot have done me out of. Geez, you know how to charge for a few bits of broken furniture.
Furniture wasn't the only thing you broke.
No.
Peg's nose?
Sorry about that crack on the head. It was an accident. I didn't mean it.
That's your trouble. You never do. It's that bad temper of yours that landed you in here in the first place. Just make sure it doesn't happen again.
No worries. Once the sale of the shop comes through, I'm taking Fred on a 2nd honeymoon. Start afresh.
We all know what Fred's
That'll
up
be
to.
Nice.
Yeah, that lawyer, Wilson, he's handling the sale of the shop for me. Should have a nice tidy bit over even after I pay his fees. Yeah, we'll see you, Mr. Jackson.
I hope not.
Yeah.
5 episodes. before she caves Fred's skull in, maybe?
Go on, get him.
Look, what is this? What do you want?
She wants to know what we want, Mac.
Are you perverts or something?
What you're calling perverts? Mind you, she wouldn't be bad to pass the time, would she?
No,
Something to do while she's remembering where the money's hid.
excuse me.
What money?
Listen to her, acting dumb.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think we are? Stupid. We know that Joyce told you where she hid the money.
Now listen, Monica, we
you.
don't want to have to get rough.
My name isn't Monica.
Don't give me that.
It's Lynn Warner. Look, if you don't believe me, phone the prison. They'll tell you.
What are you, Rich?
She's bluffing. Phone the prison, yeah? You'd like us to do that, wouldn't you? Listen, if you're not Monica, how'd you know Joyce was in there?
Because I was in there with her. I got out today.
We heard Monica was getting out today.
She was. I mean, she did, but so did I.
She could be telling the truth.
Yeah, maybe.
She must have ID in her
Either way,
bag.
she's a friend of Joyce's. We'll send Jules in to talk to her, tell her we got her friend. And if she don't tell us where the money is, it'll be too bad for you no matter what you know.
They barely spoke.
Karen! You didn't make it to the prison reform group meeting the other night.
No, remember I told you? I was tied up.
It was fantastic. There were these guys there, you know, ex-prisoners. Some of them had been locked up for months, just waiting for their trial. And you should have heard what some of them said about their lawyers. I mean, some of them shouldn't be allowed to practice. All they're interested in is their fees.
Well, that's only one side of the story. I'm sure the lawyers see it differently.
Box that microphone on here.
They
It will
do.
better from
Well, they're not
shouting
getting
from
locked
afar.
up, are they? Well, Peter was saying...
Peter?
Peter Clements, our sociology tutor. He was at the meeting. He's been in prisons lots of times, you know, doing research. He was saying that when you get locked up, you just lose all your identity. You can just become a number to them, a statistic. I wonder what sort of person becomes a prison officer.
All sorts, I guess.
Was she going
There has
to
to be something funny about you.
run or
That's what
study
Peter
her
said.
when she finds
Oh,
out?
I made a cassette of the meeting like you suggested. Do you want to come round to my place tonight? We could listen to it together.
Oh, couldn't I just borrow it?
Sure. Please yourself. You coming to Peter's church?
No, I've got some business in town, but I'll catch up with you later. Thanks for the cassette.
Come on, you must be getting a bit rubbed up the wrong way now, love. You know, thinking, why don't you want to spend time with me? Don't you want to be friends? The cops could be following your money. Bloody hell. Why didn't you warn her about the alarm, Joyce?
You must be bloody desperate trying to steal that old bomb.
I wasn't trying to steal it.
I can't hear you.
Then turn the bloody thing off then.
That's a bit of a security risk. Smash the window, turn it off.
I'm a friend of Joyce's.
There's no need to shout. You've come for all that money, have you?
How did you know about that?
I might need this, but I've got eyes. Be glad to get rid of the stuff. If that Harry come round here, there'd be hell to pay.
As Joyce told her,
Well, go on, I haven't got all day.
it could be anybody. Oh, they're both going inside. You weren't a bad hiding place. Are you allowed to go there, love?
Oh, can I help you?
Is he gone?
Yes, I'm looking for Steve Wilson. I'm afraid he's not here. What name is it? Karen Travers. Oh, yes, Steve's told me all about you. Shouldn't you be at university? I'm sure the authorities wouldn't be too pleased if they knew you were running all over town. Are you Steve's new secretary?
As long as she goes back.
No, I thought he would have told you. Steve's leaving, Mr. Baldwin. Coming into practice with Daddy and myself. It's a small family business. Excuse me. Hello. Hello, Steve, darling. It's all going fine. Oh, don't worry about it, darling. You just stay there with Daddy and settle everything. I've tied up all the loose ends here. Yes, of course I can manage. No, don't worry about it.
I guess he's gone now, then. Would have been nice if I went to tell her first.
Madge! Sorry to worry you, love. Do you think you could let me have a cup of milk? Of course, come inside, love. Thanks, Madge.
See, I wouldn't have thought to hide it there. I think it's more safer there. If Fred gets hold of it, it's doing him none. Well, it's going to do him none anyway, but it's quicker.
I'll bring it back when I go down the shop. Only it's a long way, and I couldn't let Harry go without his afternoon tea. No worry. I do worry. You see, he's not been well. It's his chest. He hardly sleeps at night, wheezing and coughing all the time. I'm not surprised, love. It's the house you live in. It's damp. It is damp. They're going to sell the place soon. Don't know what'll happen to us then.
That's dangerous to old people.
I'll bring it back when I've been down the shop.
My auntie got pneumonia because her place was damp. She died.
That's why she shouts. Well,
She was old.
Did you get the money?
Yeah, thanks.
My favourite
don't
auntie.
thank me. I'm glad to get rid of it. They live in sin, you know. Eden, Ori. Not that there's much sin about it at their age. It's like everything else round this place, you know, too old and run down. Still, 2 pensions are better than 1. Well, did you lock up the car and turn on the alarm?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't. You wouldn't care if someone came along and pinched it. You'd be surprised the type forget round here. They've got no respect for other people's property.
What's she need a car for? I'd be surprised if she drives it. Yep, that doesn't look suspicious at all.
Here you are, love. This'll warm you up.
Is she going to go in? She's old. Older than Lizzie.
It's all right. I can manage.
I saw Madge just now. She's getting deafer than ever. I had to shout to make myself heard. She had a woman with her in the garage, looking at the car.
Oh, she's going to glass on
I
her.
wonder if she's got to sell it. Be a pity. She loves that old car.
Postman came while you were out. Another reminder. They say we've got to get out. They say they're pulling the place down.
You got to rehouse
We're
them.
going to go.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to stay here. At least until your cough gets better.
But they're pulling the place down, Edith.
They always say that. Look at that old place up by the railway. They've been going to pull it down for years, and it's still there. You wait till they get here. I'll tell them a thing or two. They daren't throw a sick man out in the street. You'll see. Now, drink your tea up while it's still hot.
To be fair though, damp. That's not doing his chest any good whatsoever.
Hello, Karen. What brings you here? Obviously not my tutorial.
Sorry, I had some business in town.
Business before wisdom, huh? The scourge of the decadent West.
I hope my missing your tute isn't going to bring down democracy.
No, it's probably too late for that anyway.
It is. In that case, maybe we should all give up the struggle.
Never. Not while the rough red still runs in the veins. Get Suzanne here to lend you a note.
Okay, I promise I'll be there next time.
You better. There won't be many more chances. I'm taking some time off to do some research.
Oh, when?
As soon as I can arrange a replacement.
Who's that likely to be?
Probably Tom Burton.
Oh, no.
Tom's a very good tutor.
Yes, if you don't mind your bottom being pinched.
No, he can get sacked for that.
Last year.
Sure, he could have got sacked even then.
Boring. He'll never discuss the real issues, and he's a chauvinist pig.
Enough. Enough. I can't stand here and let you malign a colleague. Go and do it somewhere else. Besides, I'd like to have a private word with Karen.
Oh. Okay, I know when I'm not wanted.
Is it about my paper?
No, not exactly. The research I'm doing is at the Wentworth Detention Centre.
Oh.
The problem with this sort of thing is that it's very hard to get at the truth. The authorities just want to protect their reputation, and the women are understandably suspicious. I wondered if you could help me break down a few barriers.
It's not what you know.
I don't see what I could do.
Well, why don't you come up to my office and we'll discuss it? Over a glass of sherry, perhaps.
Well, I have to be getting back. I can't afford to be late.
Don't worry, I'll drive you back when we're finished. Make sure the screws don't welcome you home with rubber hoses.
They're not that bad.
They're not that good either, are they?
You seem to be having a lot of visitors lately, Martin.
Tell the truth.
Yes, I must be popular.
100%.
You and that money you got stashed away.
Told you, I don't know where that money is. You're just imagining things. Hello, Joyce. How they been treating you? How do you think? All right if I give her a smoke?
As long as that's all you give it.
I was searched on my way in. Heard from Harry lately? Am I likely to? Thought he might have got word to you. A lot of your friends are asking after you. As a matter of fact, we've got one of them staying with us at the moment. Quiet little thing, won't say a word. Maybe she can't get a word in edgeways, huh?
Is she really going to be bothered, though?
Can I have a word with you?
Yeah, sure.
No, against the rules, Jem. Jem. Jem, Jem.
We've got Monica. Yeah, but she's not talking. She better, or you'd better. Otherwise, Vince and Mac are going to be ruining her pretty face. Pretty? Monica? What does she look like? You know what she bloody looks like. Yeah, but you don't. How do I know you're not bluffing? We've got her all right. She's blonde, about 20.
What's going on?
She's laughing.
Nothing's going on. You've got the wrong one.
Yeah, but she's not going to be happy.
What's so funny? Oh, Harry's two mates. Geez, I told you they were dumb. Would they been caught? No, worse luck. Somehow they found out I told Monica where the money was hid, so they tried to kidnap her. Trouble is, they picked up the wrong girl. Yeah, they must have grabbed Lynn Warner. Yeah, that'd be it. Lynn? Well, they both got out the same day, didn't they? She's talking about dumb. Well, it's not bloody funny, Joyce. Yeah, oh, go on. They're all talk. They won't hurt her. Yeah, well, they better not either. Or Monica, for that matter. Because if they do, you might find you're not in a fit state to spend that money when you get out.
Yeah, she must have realised. I mean, if it was the early days, yeah, then it's a good.
You play cards?
No.
Pity. We could have played for some of that dough you got stashed away.
Look, I told you, I don't know anything about the money. You've got the wrong person.
Yeah? Well, you better hope your friend Joyce comes good. Otherwise, you'll be taking a ride. Money or no money.
You talk like something out of a comic.
Watch it.
Don't hurt her, Vince.
You keep out of this. Who's that? That you, Julie?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She said we got the wrong woman.
I told you.
Shut up!
She would say that, though.
What do we do now, Vince?
I'm trying to think. This Monica Ferguson, you reckon she'd be in the phone book?
Oh, hardly.
Well, we've got to find her. You'll have to go to the prison and find out where she lives.
I can't go walking in and
Said
out
won't
there
tell her
every
that.
5 minutes. Why don't one of yous two go?
You know why. They'd spot us in a minute. Look, how soon can you visit Martha again?
Not this week. The screws are beginning to get suspicious.
Well, why don't we ask the screws?
What?
Well, we could say we're old friends. Don't have her address.
Oh, yeah, but they're not going to tell us. I'll just have to write Martha a letter.
Well, that'll take days.
You got a better idea?
What do we do with her?
I would have thought that was obvious. We can't get away from here till we get that money. And we can't let her go while we're stuck here.
I thought you were going to say killer.
Hold on, Harry. Hold on. I'll nip down the hall and get you a glass of water.
No, don't fuss. It's bloody cold down that passageway, and you don't want to go running up and down for me all the time.
We ought to get the doctor in again.
Yes, I might go down and see the doctor tomorrow. The fresh air will do me good.
Is she going to accidentally give him too many tablets?
Well, you'd have to go through the rain to fetch him, wouldn't you? I'll see him tomorrow.
Damn thing. What are you doing here?
That's just the question I was going to ask you, young man. We live here.
Not anymore, you don't. I bought this place weeks ago. I'm pulling it down. We'll start tomorrow morning.
No, you can't. Harry's sick. He can't move.
That's not my problem, missus.
She's going
I've
to
got
kill him.
workmen standing by. You'll just have to move.
Where to?
I don't know. You've had loads of warning for the agent. What about the salvos?
No.
I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. The records start tomorrow morning. I'm not holding them up just because you've been too bloody lazy to go and look for another place to live.
You can't knock it down with them inside.
Where can you go somewhere you can afford on a pension?
I don't care. If you're not out of here by 6 o'clock tonight, I'll get the police.
I don't like him. Is he going to get put inside for vagrancy?
What are we going to do, Harry?
Well, not much we can do. Try the salvos, I suppose.
Oh, don't.
Well, thanks for the lift.
That's all right. We're early.
I'm stuck now.
Would you get into trouble if we chatted for a bit?
Do
No, probably not. Ted's not bad.
Do the
He's better than
salvos.
some of the others, anyway.
allow non-married couples to be at the religious organisation?
What?
Salvation Army?
This thesis I'm doing on the prisoners. The point is, what good do these studies ever do? They never achieve anything.
Would they let them be together if they're
Well,
not
why do you
married?
bother?
Because there is a way to achieve something. I mean, who creates the conditions in the prison? Not the prisoners. The staff. They're the ones we've really got to understand if we want to get anything changed. They're the ones I really want to observe. Without them noticing, of course.
It's a bit sneaky, isn't it?
Yeah, but how else can I do it? They wouldn't let me through the gate if they knew what I was up to. You know how sensitive they are about publicity.
Yeah.
You've been in there almost a year. You know these people. You could give me a lot of background information.
Well, I don't know. I really will have to think about it.
What's the hurry?
It's the Deputy Governor. He's a great stickler for punctuality.
Is he really?
The analysis begins. And he's not even
Pretty
inside.
flash public transport you came back in, Mrs. Travers.
He's one of my tutors.
You will in future restrict your meetings to the classroom.
I don't think I can do that, Mr. Fletcher. He's going to be doing a thesis on criminal psychology. He'll be working here.
Now he's going to be up in arms because he was never told. We were never told until
You've
today.
really done it this time, haven't you, Fletcher?
It's Mr. Fletcher to you, and what exactly have I done?
Always going on about me having the money from that bloody robbery. Well, people have started believing you.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
No? Then you won't be surprised to hear that they've kidnapped Lynn Warner. What? They reckon I told her where the money's hid. Now, if they hurt her, it's all your fault.
Who's kidnapped her?
Some mates of my husband's. Julie Barker and her boyfriend.
Where are they holding her?
Oh, how would I know?
That's not classed as
Probably at their
lagging.
flat. Yeah, they're dumb enough to take her home.
Give me the visitor's book. Their address will probably be in there. And call the police.
Get away from that window.
I'm just looking.
She's not doing any harm.
Will you shut up? Someone might see you now. Get away from there.
What is that?
Oh, God, it's so boring, all this
squat?
waiting around.
Yeah, well, you better get used to it.
No, I like
How
to.
much longer are you going to be?
Almost finished.
Well, you haven't told them if you've got the girl, have you?
Of course I haven't, stupid.
All right, all right, all right. I just thought the screws might read the letter, that's all.
Vince. I don't know why you ever got mixed up with him. He's bloody useless.
Yeah, I know. What have you written?
Dear Martha, we still haven't found our lost kitten. The woman we got in touch with this afternoon
I had to call Bonnie a
doesn't
kitten.
know where it is. Remember that woman you said was looking after the kitten? If we knew her address, I'm sure we could recover it. The children do miss it so. And so on and so on.
Yeah, that's great.
But I still think it'd be better if one of you two went to visit Martha.
Look, I told you we can't. Besides, I could hardly send him. He'd only mess it up. And if I went, he'd probably let her go.
Yeah, well, I'll take it round to Wentworth. See if the bloke at the gate will hand it in for me. That should speed things up a bit. Get it on the way out. Just keep her quiet.
What time is it?
What difference does it make? You aren't going anywhere.
Look, I'm meant to be going home today and the last bus goes at 8.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it, because you won't be catching it.
I think I will.
What?
I said I think I will be catching it.
Hello? Oh, hello, Blossom. Geez, I told you not to ring me. What if the missus had answered? No, she's not here yet. Yes, of course she is. She just hasn't turned up yet. What? Yep. Now, there's nothing to worry about. I told you, she's going to get me off the hook. Yeah. We'll have the cash in a couple of days and then we can get together again. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Oh, gotta go, Blossom. She's here. Yeah, bye.
I think they're gone.
Hello, Dal. I'm home.
G'day, Monty.
Well, Struth, that's not much of a welcome, is it? You could at least say you're pleased to see me.
Of course I am, love. It's... Well, no hard feelings?
Of course not, Fred. Who was that on the phone just now?
Oh, it was... that was a bookie, getting a bit impatient about his money. Where have you been? I got real worried about you. Nearly had a police search party organised.
We won't have any more dobbing into the cops.
Well, she took the money there.
No, love. No more cops. Would you like to sit down? I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, tap, huh?
Oh, can I put this away for you?
Get your grubby little paws off that. Oh, sorry, love. I didn't mean to snap your head off. I got the money.
Already? You got the money for the shop already?
Just the deposit.
Yeah? Oh, that's beaut, Ronnie. You're a real bonzer, you know that?
He's going to take it all.
Really are. Oh, I'll make it up to you, I promise. You'll never regret it.
Yeah, well, you'd better make it up to me or you're the one who'll be having regrets. Tell you what, why don't you take this, go down to the pub and get a few beers under your belt. You always did perform better when you'd had a few.
OK, sweetheart.
Probably needs it.
You're the boss.
Too bloody right.
I mean, Dutch courage. I'm not saying anything about Monica's looks where kids get bashed straight after. Well, that's really safe. Hold on, they couldn't have left. They couldn't have knocked the place out
What they say?
down around them.
Oh, Harry.
What's the matter, love? Won't they take us in?
Oh, they'll take us in all right. Oh, Harry, they want to split us up.
Why?
Salvos.
Because we're not married. You're to go with the men, and I'm to go with the other women, they said.
Did you tell them I wasn't feeling the best?
Didn't make any difference.
And they call themselves Christians.
No, Harry, that's not right. Some people just have other opinions. That's all. They said they'd see that you were looked after particularly well. That's something, I suppose.
Now, you listen to me, Edith.
How the hell's she going
We've
inside?
been together for 10 years now. And we ain't going to split up for anyone. No, not now.
But what are we going to do, Harry? We haven't got any money. And you're sick. You need someone to look after you.
Well, I'm not that bloody sick. And besides, no one can look after me better than you can, Ed.
Well, not on the streets.
We'll be all right, you'll see. We've got some money for food, and tomorrow we'll find a little room of our own somewhere. Let them keep their bloody charity.
Yes, that's right. We'll stay here the night.
No, Ed. If they won't let us stay together, then we won't stay at all. We'll sleep in the park tonight.
Oh, you're too old for that.
I'll be cold, Harry.
Don't worry, love. We'll find some wood and build a little fire. It'll be fine, sleeping under the stars. Quite romantic.
Oh, it won't matter. Just for one night if we split up.
Now, don't start that again, love. No, not for one night.
I'm on her side here.
Whatever. Now, come on.
Or does he know? Like, they say you get a sense before you die. I mean, not if you get your life took away from you, but naturally or like this. I don't know if that's true, but does he know?
Tonight, I'll see my Fred tonight. One for Joycey, one for Fred, and one for me. There will be no morning.
That's a shit hiding place. Joyce's hiding place were better.
Hello, Dad. Well primed, are you?
Yeah, lovey.
There you are. That's for being a good boy.
Wait till you find out.
$12,000. All in cash.
Yeah, well, I figured the sort of bookie you'd be dealing with, he wouldn't take a cheque.
Oh, geez, you're a butler, Monty. Oh, I better take it round to him straight away.
Oh, no, you don't. If you think I'm letting you loose with that kind of money, you better think again. You can wait till tomorrow. I'll take it to him myself.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Is the Pope a Catholic? Besides, you've got to earn it first.
Just make him a prostitute.
Come, Fred.
Here you are, love. That'll take the chill out of you.
So can Lynn go home now, please? That's not your fire. Bugger off.
Yeah, mate. Have a swig of this. You look as if you could do it. Bit different from the old days. Geez, it could be cold at nights in the Isa. But I don't reckon it's ever as nippy as this.
Like you said, you were younger then. Never you mind, love. You can take it.
There's all those years in the mine it did for me. Dirty, stinking, bloody coal dust. Never been the same since.
Oh, thanks.
Jesus, bloody freezing.
I'll go and get a bit more wood.
No, no, Ed.
Oh, I'll be all right.
No, don't stay here. Don't leave me.
He knows he's going.
I won't leave you, dear.
You're a good woman, Edie. I don't know what I'd do without you.
She's going to be left alone, bless her. Well, she's going inside, otherwise she wouldn't be here, but she won't be on it. Well, this can't be seen as manslaughter, because that guy threw them out.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Hurry, hurry, wake up. Those terrible men. They've taken our things. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry? Oh. Oh. Harry.
I honestly felt that inside. I honestly did. It was sad.
You want to see the senior staff, Mrs. Davidson?
Yes, please, come in. Sit down, please.
There is another chair, Mr. Fletcher.
I prefer to stand, thank you, Mrs. Davidson.
I have some news which will, I'm afraid, affect the routine here a little. The department has given permission for a psychologist to visit Wentworth. As I understand it, Dr. Clements, the psychologist, will choose about half a dozen subjects from among the women
If
here
you get Jim
and
Vernon's
do an in-depth
office.
study on each of them.
What a ridiculous waste of time. Oh, I don't know. Psychologists are very useful sometimes. But you're right, it'll certainly upset routine.
And you, Mr. Fletcher?
Beg your pardon, ma'am?
Your thoughts on the matter?
Not for me to say, Mrs. Davidson. He certainly won't be psychoanalyzing me.
I was referring to the disruption of the prison routine.
We'll cope.
Yes, I'm sure. Hello? Yes, thank you. Send him up, please. Well, he's just arrived. You'll have a chance to meet him.
I can't wait.
I know it's going to be hard.
Hard? It's impossible.
But I am sure the department knows what it's doing, Miss Bennett.
Oh, of course they do. They come up with all these airy-fairy ideas, but they don't have to cope with the consequences. How would they like someone prying around their offices?
I think a psychologist's a good thing.
Don't get treated as statistics. The system's depersonalized enough as it is.
So it should be.
Good morning, Dr. Clements. I'm Erica Davidson, Governor of Wentworth.
Delighted to meet you, Mrs. Davidson.
This is Mr. Fletcher, our Deputy Governor, Miss Bennett, and Mrs. Jackson, our senior officers.
How do you do? I'd like to say that I really appreciate this opportunity of working here, and I promise I won't get under your feet too much.
What exactly is it you're looking for, Dr. Clements?
Call me Peter, please. Well, I think we all know the type of background that many criminals come from. Broken families, poor working-class conditions, overcrowded accommodation, etc., etc.
I wouldn't call it
What I want to look at
overcrowded.
is why some people from this type of background develop a criminal mentality and why others grow towards more normal social behavior.
Hallelujah. Yes. Well, perhaps you would like to have a look around the prison.
I'd like that very much, thank you.
Mr. Fletcher?
Yes, follow me, Dr. Clements.
I could have danced all night, I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. Oh, morning, Tiger.
I was just going to bring you some breakfast in bed.
Oh, thanks, Monty, but I thought I'd nip this money straight down to Elf.
You just sit down. I said I'd take it.
Oh, it's no trouble, lovey.
I said I'll take it, and I will. Now just get that breakfast into the bedroom.
If she goes back inside, that money's just left there for him to get hold of.
What you got there, lovey?
Never you mind.
Get out of it!
I've got a few things to do, Fred. I'll be back soon. You just rest up.
Got to hide
Get
it.
your strength back.
Not quite 12,000, but $8,000 in there.
What the hell's she up to?
Jimmy it open. Not that I want him to get hold of it, but
Did you hear the news, Bea?
What about Joy's mates being picked up? Yeah, just wait until Julie gets here, then the fun will
I
start.
was say, is she going in there?
She'll know who dobbed them in.
Don't worry, love. If they were going to send her here, she would have been here by now.
She's come in.
Yeah, she's probably gone to Fairley. Still, at least now I know Monica's safe.
Oh, I'm going to miss old Mon. It won't be the same without her.
You've got a short memory, Lizzie.
Like I said, live and let live.
Pay attention, all of you. This is Dr. Peter Clements. He's a psychologist. He'll be working here for a while.
Why aren't you at university, Travers?
Because my tutor's standing right next to you, Miss Bennett.
Don't be smart.
You asked.
Ladies, I hope I can rely on you to help me as much as you can. I'm sure we're going to get along together very well.
Gonna do a bit of work on the couch, are we, Doc?
Unfortunately not. Well, I hope I see you all later.
Maybe.
What do you think, Bea? We're going to help him? He really is on our side.
Yeah, of course he will. I've got a few stories I can spin him myself. Those smart asses will believe anything.
No, tell the truth.
Yes.
You're doing this for him, you're doing it for Kevin as well.
Brought B. Smith in to see you.
Ah, good. Yes, she's the one who's in charge here, is that right?
No, Mrs. Davidson is. But if you mean she's the leader amongst the women, then you're right.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Show her in, please.
B?
Good morning, Mrs. Smith. Or may I call you B?
Well, you could call me Your Majesty if you like. I don't care.
That's all right, Mrs. Jackson. I'd like to talk to Queen Bee alone, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Well, he's...
Cigarette?
Getting towards their ego.
What's the catch?
No catch?
Ah, come on. Nobody does nothing for nothing. Especially not me.
All right. I need your help.
To do what?
I understand that you have some influence among the women here.
That's right.
My job would be a lot more successful if I had their complete cooperation. Of course, I don't expect your help for nothing. I would be prepared to provide a few little things that you might not be able to get.
You're not allowed?
Unofficially, of course. Am I getting through?
Loud and clear.
I'll be coming in and out every day, so I'll be open to requests, within reason, of course. Don't expect alcohol or drugs.
If it had been drugs, you wouldn't be making a second trip.
I think we'll get along just fine, don't you?
I was going to say stipulate no drugs. But you got
Well, I
there
think
before
they're
me.
overrated. It's getting so you can't do a damn thing these days without getting a clean bill of health from a psychiatrist.
I agree. Next, they'll be wanting officers to undergo psychological examinations before they're allowed to even enter the service.
You're both missing the point. He's
I
here to
think we
discover
should.
the reasons behind criminal behaviour. It's like cancer research. Unless you take every opportunity to find the causes of cancer, you're never going to find a cure.
Do you really believe
He
they'll
says
ever
while smoking
cure
a cig.
criminal behaviour?
Well, that'd make prisons obsolete.
That's a general idea, isn't it?
What do you think, Meg?
What about?
Dr. Peter Clements and his bag of tricks.
Well, I'm not sure. He may do some good. He's well qualified.
Qualified for what? Sticking his nose into other people's business. I've met his type before.
Where was that, the army?
Well, there's no harm in giving him a chance. He probably knows more about criminals than we do.
It's just like old times having you working back here in the laundry, Karen.
Yeah, I know where I'd rather be, though.
Will all your lectures be cancelled now that
They're
that
not
Clements
cancelled,
bloke's in
someone's
here?
took over.
What do you think? He's not the only teacher in the whole place.
Oh, don't be so smart-ass. We haven't all had your advantages, you know.
No, I'm sorry. There's another guy, Tom Burton. He'll be taking over while Peter's here. I just don't have any classes today. I wish I could study in the library like the other students.
But you're not like other students. You're special.
Yeah, they don't know she's
Don't
got
have
no
to remind
classes.
me, Lizzie.
How'd it go, B?
Oh, a bit of a weirdo if you ask me. I couldn't make out what he was on about half the time.
Them college blokes are all the same.
Yeah, ain't got tickets on myself. Still, I reckon it might do us a bit of good to go along with him.
What? Not likely. I'm not going to tell any bloody shrink about my sex life.
If I say we're going to go along with him, we are going to go along with him no matter what sort of questions he asks. Right, Lizzie? Besides, he said he'd do the odd favour for the girls who helped him out.
What do you mean, favour?
Oh, like bringing in the occasional present just to show his appreciation. I reckon we can spin him a few yarns for that, don't you?
Truthful.
What's the truth? Can't you get that into your thick skulls?
Oh, hello. What have we got here? His new assistant. Or is it goodbye, Steve Wilson, hello, Peter Clements?
No, that's not it at all. Look, somebody comes in here who wants to help us, and all you people can think about is how to get the better of him.
Oh, good. Now, see what a higher education does for you?
You Alf?
Who wants to know?
I'm Monica Ferguson, Fred's wife. Come to fix you up what he owes you.
You're just not going to take
Count,
it.
it's all there.
How much?
12,000. And I want a receipt.
A receipt? For what?
The 12,000.
What is this, some sort of a con?
Oh, now look, what do you want about?
Look, I don't know what he's told you, but he doesn't know me this much. Only $2 grand. Sure. Look, see if you see it.
Well, this is honest.
Mind you, if you don't want all this, I'll have it.
Why don't you keep your hands on that slimy little weasel? I'm going to break every bone in his body.
Yep, welcome back, Money. I thought it might be in a few episodes, but
Access to the
not
personal
one.
files is restricted, you know.
Yes, you see, it's important to compare the prisoner's version of their crime with the official report. Well, everyone's inclined to stretch the truth a little.
I take it you mean the prisoners. Well, surely you aren't suggesting the police reports are false.
I'm a psychologist, Mrs. Davidson. I'm afraid my training makes me think along devious lines. I take it I may view the files? I have got permission from the department.
Very well. But I am relying on your absolute
I
discretion.
was going to say, you can't expect him
Scout
to
Come in.
be a psychology person without knowing
Those
who these
medical
people are
reports
in
you
the
asked
first
for, Mr.
place.
Davidson.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Miller. Have you met Dr. Clements?
No, I haven't.
Our resident doctor, Greg Miller.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise. I've heard about your project. I must say I'm very interested.
Really? Oh, your assistance would be invaluable to me. Have you got a few minutes? We could have a chat.
Oh, by all means.
Good. Thanks for your help, Mrs. Davidson. I'll be back later, if that's all right. Yes, you see, it's about this phenomena of prison life, the pill parade. This
Phenomena?
reliance on drugs. Is it purely a manifestation of boredom, or would the same subjects do the same thing on the outside?
Well, the boredom of prison life is certainly a contributing factor.
Yes, of course, but, I mean, wouldn't these same subjects respond to the same negative stimuli if they were in an outside situation? I mean, as a suburban housewife.
I'm sorry, I don't quite follow you.
Oh, look, what I'm trying to get at is, how does the suburban mentality compare with the criminal mentality? I mean, is there in fact a difference? Where do you draw the line between the everyday working class woman and the shoplifter, the harassed mother and the baby basher?
I feel really sorry for her. Is she going to go do something to get put inside somewhere to live? Hold on, has she told the cops or she just left him there? Did they not have councils or emergency housing or anything back then? Or was only a very small baby? I'd have no idea.
Yes to you, Holly.
Is she going to blame the salvos? Mind you,
Well, I think his work's
I'm
fascinating.
going to say, mind you,
If
where
it
the
does anything
salvos
to
fault
reduce
was.
recidivism, then it's more than worthwhile.
They had a place to stay.
I suppose so. Just gives me a funny feeling that we're under the microscope.
But you
rather
know
than
we're
the
going to
prisoners.
die, that's why.
Well, he has to get to know what the officers are like in order to evaluate the prisoner's reaction to them.
And we all know what they think of us. Always have and always will.
You're not going along with Jim and Vera on this, are you, Meg? We need intellectuals who are concerned about the system. Their analysis is very helpful. Or don't you think so?
I guess we can't all be college graduates.
Sorry, getting on my high horse again.
You'll be doing that rather a lot lately.
Forgive me?
Greg, not here.
All right, how about tonight, then?
Hello, Mrs. Jackson. Greg, I wonder if you could spare some time this afternoon to continue our conversation. I'd like your opinion about the inmates' attitude to authority.
He's got a job there, Mr. Clemens.
I must get back to work.
Can't be sat talking to you all day.
Later.
Lovely lady.
Yes.
Oh, you little beauty.
Run, run, Bonnie. She could have caught him if she kept running.
You
she is going to be in some deep crap now. She's going to want to hope that Joyce gets killed in prison, if I'm honest with you. If she kept running, if she just ran straight out the back door, she'd have caught him. I still think she's going to end up back inside. Maybe he'll turn up. Like, he'll go to her, she'll steal the money off him, she'll do a runner. He'll come back to her, she'll beat him in, and she'll end up back inside. I really felt sorry for... I can't remember her name, that old lady. I felt really sorry for her. It did get me a bit inside when he passed away. He knew he was going to pass away, and that's why he didn't want her to go. I do believe in that. I do believe that you do get a sense when the time's near when you're old. I mean, obviously, murder, stuff like that, no. But, like, if it's going to be natural or something like that, I do believe you get a sense. Very sad, though. Very sad. So is the old ladies that make it sad. Sign out. And I don't know what the hell's going off with my DVD software. In the last episode, the thumbnail showed Catherine Roberts. I thought she was back. And then, when I pressed stop on the software this time, it showed Catherine Roberts again. But that was the last of this disc and she wasn't in it. So I don't know what's going off. It's showing me old things. It did it in the upper end as well. It showed me the other people that Charlie went to work for, and they weren't in it whatsoever, although someone else was. But yeah, I did like this episode. This was probably the better episode of the last few series. Lynn wasn't really kidnapped for long. I thought she was kidnapped longer than that. Is she gone home now? Is she going to live happily ever after? I do hope we do see her or hear from her and we find out that she has gone off with Jeffrey. I do want that. I wanted her to keep a job at a nursery. Because she liked that nursery at Mr. Butterfield's, but would it have reminded her too much of prison? Like she worked there at prison. Would she have been able to continue it? I think she would, because she liked the job. But Mr. Butterfield may not have been able to let up that she is a reformed criminal. Now, is that lady going to get put inside? If she gets put inside, the girls might have a go at her for kidnapping Lynn, but then she could also have a go at her for Joyce. I still think someone's going to get sent inside for Joyce, if I'm honest with you. Honestly do. But with that, I did enjoy it, so I want to thank everyone for watching, and if you haven't subscribed or followed to me so far, I could really ask you to do so. It would really help me out. Australians can only get this on Dailymotion, I'm afraid, as it's blocked for you on YouTube, so unfortunately that's the only place you can get it, or Patreon, but that's the only free place you can get it. And also, if you have, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. I love you lots for doing so. I honestly do. You're helping me out, you're helping my channel out, you're helping my mental health out. You honestly are. And to my Patreon members, you'll get exclusive shows that cannot get on YouTube or Dailymotion. There should be a little thing up on the screen now, letting you know what they are. Should be 8 per month right now. I don't think it would have gone up to 12 at this moment in time. Well, the box on this screen might not tell you the entire 8 that's running at the moment, but that will change over as soon as I can. It honestly will. And also ad-free and uncensored early access as well, so there'll be no blurs, no bleeps, nothing like that. I hope this psychologist does not get Jean Vernon's office. I don't know if she's still working there, she's been mentioned, but I hope he does not get her office and that picture's not there. I really do. But yes, if it is there, they will have that unblurred, unbleeped as well for Monica's slurs. Because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that, I shall sign out now, move on to the next one, and I hope to see you there. Goodbye.